So the most frequent question that students ask is, ma'am, will I be able to crack JEE in last 2 months? The answer is absolutely yes. But for that, you need to have the right guidance, proper strategy, and you should know three things here. First is what to do, when to do, and how to do. Because I have seen students who lose that one seat in last 2 months because of the wrong strategy, and I have seen students in the last 2 months, they do so much hard work that they are able to crack JEE. So it totally depends upon what is the strategy that you follow. So let's firstly understand what to do. In what to do, you need to understand what are the chapters that you need to learn here. For that, I have listed down mathematics, chemistry, and physics top important chapters. You can see this, and it's not like you are going to stick to these chapters only. These are high priority chapters. But one more video I have made on important topics, right? You can go through that as well. After completing the important chapters, from the low priority chapters, you must do the important topics, right? But the priority should be these chapters that I have listed here. You can take the screenshot. Next, guys, in the last 2 months, you have to divide your subjects accordingly. Now, we know that maths will take more time and chemistry and physics will take less time. Accordingly, you should divide your time slots according to that, right? Now, cover 3 PCM every day. That means try to cover physics, chemistry, and mathematics. Not like throughout today you are doing physics, throughout next day you are doing chemistry, then the next day you are doing mathematics. The chances are you will get little bored. But if you don't want to be monotonous, then change your subject throughout the day and try to complete at least 3 chapters in a day. For that, I'll tell you that how to do this. What to do, you know, but how to do. Ma'am, how do I complete these chapters, right? So for that, for these 60 days, I have covered it into 2 blocks, right? So first is block 1, that is syllabus completion, that will be of 40 days long. And that is next is block 2, that will be of mock test. Now in this, we are going to do mock test, right? So I'll tell you how to utilize these 40 days and these 20 days with 100% potential. Let's see that. So if you talk about block 1, that I have divided into 40 days. So further it is divided into 35 and 5 days. So in the first 35 days, you are going to do your syllabus, like full syllabus completion should be there, right? Then after that, and here priority chapters, then important topics, right? Then after this, in the last 5 days, it's like maybe 1 or 2 chapters you have left behind, there is some confusion in that. So 5 days are for that, right? You can easily make a plan of 40 days as well, or you can divide it into 35 and 5 days as well, right? Because most of the students, even after making the plan, they have 1 to 2 chapters that they are not able to cover. So for that backlog, I have given you 5 days. Then you have next 20 days of block 2, where we are going to do mock tests, right? But let's focus on this particular thing, that is, ma'am, it's so easy to say complete your syllabus in 40 days, but how do I do that? Let's focus on that. So first thing is, guys, we need to tackle each day, right? How? So TME means tough, M means medium, E means easy, right? So if you're targeting 3 chapters in a day, best strategy is TME. One very tough chapter of mathematics or physics you can take, then medium chapter of maybe chemistry or physics, then easy chapter of I think physics or chemistry you will have, right? Accordingly, you can divide. One tough, one moderate, and one easy chapter each day, so that your brain, right, can also work in the night also properly. It can work, right? We don't want to exhaust our brain, right? Then if you don't have any very tough chapter, then you can go for medium and easy chapter in the end, right? And if I talk about tough, let's say, ma'am, I am left with only 2 tough chapters, right? Tough chapters are there, ma'am, 3 4 tough chapters are there. So divide it accordingly. Let's be practical. If a chapter is very tough, very lengthy, then in one day, if you have never touched that chapter, in one day you'll be able to do only 2 chapters, and that is okay, because you are targeting tough and high priority chapters. Okay. Then on Sundays, you are going to do entire revision of whatever you have discussed in the last 7 days, last 6 days. And part syllabus mock test also, try to give that, right? You can solve some exercise question as well, right? We are also providing you test series, you can go through that as well, right? So, but try to give every single week, you should give one mock test, right? Now, next is set your priorities straight. That means strong, medium, and weak chapter. What do you mean by that? Strong chapters are like you have consistent revision, you have full command over it. You are like, oh, it's so easy, I can easily do it, right? Consistent revision in the form of question practice. Now, you should not be like, okay, this chapter I know really well, then I'm going to study it in detail again. No, you just have to study the short notes and practice as much as questions from that chapter, so that this chapter you have even strong hold on, right? Then you have medium chapters, like which you know a little bit, right, but not that much, not of JEE level. Then you can watch our 3 hours marathons that we have taken, 1 hour marathon that we have taken, that will revise everything important in that particular chapter, right, and solve questions on that. Let's say this is, you have a weak chapter, right? No matter how many times you have done that, it is still a weak chapter, but the questions are asked from that chapter, so you have to do it from zero. Watch some detailed lecture at 2x speed, watch that, don't fall into books at this point, because you will end up wasting more time, so that I don't want, right? So try to focus on one shots more, right? Then if you talk about there is chapter from zero, then teachers lecture, as I told you, that you will have to do detail, maybe it's 7-8 hour lecture, you have to see that, right? Because you are completely zero in that chapter, okay? So you have to be hero there. Then 5 year previous year, do that, because this chapter is weak, right? So it's not like you have to go through all the topics from there. See what is the pattern of that chapter. See, these are the important questions that they're asking repeatedly from the past 5 years. Focus on those topics and those questions from your weak chapter, right? Then if you talk about block 2, that is now 40 days we have completed, our syllabus is completed. Now we have next 20 days, right? Now, all you have to do is utilize this in making proper strategy for your exam. That is how, ma'am, daily I have to do mock test for 20 days? Not at all, right? You just have to solve 5 mock tests here, right? How? 10 days I am dividing it into, right? Those 20 days I have divided into 10 and 10. In 10 days, you will solve my 5 mock tests. This MT means mock test and A means analysis. So, mock test analysis, mock test analysis, mock test analysis, and this will go like this. Ma'am, mock test analysis means, see, mock test, you will firstly give the mock test with a stopwatch, with proper timer, everything, and you will not randomly give the mock test. You will apply your strategy. Firstly, easy questions, then tough questions. You will apply that strategy. Firstly, you will do chemistry questions or mathematics questions or physics questions. You will apply that strategy in every single mock test, right? Then after that, if you're exhausted for the day, just see what are the wrong answers that you have given. Mark it red, the answers that were wrong. On the next day, after doing the analysis why they were wrong, then again study those topics which you have answered wrong, right? It will take 1 day full. If you're super pro, then maybe you have not done any mistake, but most of the students will do mistakes here, right? So it's better to give 1 day only for your mistakes of that mock test, right? Then after that, once you have done mock test for 10 days, now, ma'am, last 10 days we are left with what to do here. So these days, this particular part is most important part here, because now is the revision time. In the last 10 days, all you have to do is relax and revise. Don't study anything fresh in the last 10 days. Revise everything that you have already done. Revise it again and again, like naming reactions, formulas, and then you have exceptions, right? All these things should be on your tips. All the volatile things that you keep on forgetting, you should revise it again and again in these 10 days. and you are sorted, you are ready for your exam. Now the task is to do every single step with full consistency. For this, every single day matters, right? I have given you target, and the day starts from tomorrow, right? From tomorrow, your first day is starting, right? And what you have to do, you have to set the target for next 40 days and complete your syllabus. 40 days I am giving you for completion of your syllabus, and you can do this. Write it down in the comment section. Hashtag I will do it. I want your confidence. I want confidence within you, because people are going to doubt you, but you should have full faith on yourself, right? This is what I want from you. And guys, if you're still confused, still scared that ma'am, I won't be able to do this, ma'am, please help me out, don't worry. We have our Sigma crash batch that is right now going on, right? There we take every single chapter, important topics, high weightage topics of physics, chemistry, and maths, and we discuss it along with the questions, right? Along with the homework questions, and the test series for that particular topic is also given on daily basis, right? So all you have to do is get yourself enrolled into Sigma crash course batch, right? So that's it for today, guys. The link is in the description. See you all, and write it down in the comment section. Hashtag I will do it. Thank you.